Hello. So I want a Python code, a Python script running on my laptop, right, to be able to um, access resources or communicate to Google Cloud platform, basically access resources on Google Cloud platform, right? And one thing I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using the service account. The service account is one of the resources under IAM. IAM is Identity and Access Management, right? So I'm going to be using this account for authentication and also using the Google Cloud SDKs. SDKs are software development kits for API calls and communication with the Google Cloud platform. So one thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a bucket. A bucket is just like a folder. So I'm going to create a bucket and I'm going to walk through the process on how I can, from my local laptop, right, I can access that bucket, right, on Google Cloud. So let me just go to under it, since it's going to be under storage, cloud storage, right? So I want to create a bucket now. So I'll create a bucket. And okay, let me just, since this one is already created, Shegun one, so I'm just going to use this one, or let me just create another one. So let me create another one of Shegun 1, 2, 3. And so I have continue, continue, I'll leave everything the way it is, continue, and create. So enforce public access prevention on bucket. Yeah, this is for security measure. So confirm, and so the bucket is being created, and this is it, right? So this is the bucket. So that's it. So let me go back to bucket. So this is the bucket. This is the one I just created, the first one. Now, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to, before I continue, one thing I need to do is to ensure that I have Python on my laptop. And also I download Google Cloud SDKs, right? So I'm going to come to the command line. So come to command prompt, and then I'm going to check if I have Python 3 version. Okay, is there. So the next thing I want to do is to download Google Cloud SDKs. So I have Python, right? So I have Python 3. So I'm going to come and download Google Cloud SDKs. So let me say Google Cloud SDKs, not just SDK. And I'm going to click on the first one. Okay, let me go back and click on this other one. Okay, so for Windows, right, because I'm using the window, I'm going to click on this download the Google Cloud CLI installer. Click on that, shows up here to the right, and then I'll click on that. So next, I agree. Next, install. So while it's installing, I'm going to create a service account, right? So basically the service account is going to what service account does is it kind of like give your application, it helps your application to be able to access resources on Google Cloud without the need for a username or a password, right? So I'm going to come back to my Google Cloud account, right? So then I'm going to come to just click on Google Cloud here. Then I'm going to come here to IAM and admin, and I'm going to come to service account here and click on that. And I'll create a new service account, create a new one. I'm going to call it automation, right? So then I need to give it a role. I need to give it a role. Let me see. Grant user access to the service. Grant the service. So let me say continue. So, okay. So yeah, so this is the role. I'm going to give it a storage admin role. So this role will give the service account the needed privilege to be able to fetch data from Google Cloud platform. So this role is very, very important. So there was a time I was working on this and I forgot to give it this role and I was not able to access the bucket, right? The kind of bucket is like folder, right? Where you store stuff. So I'm going to give it storage admin. So let me search storage. And down here, storage admin. Okay, I think that should be compute storage admin. Just to make sure, I think that should be it. Let me just make sure, let me just type. Okay, so it should be this one, storage admin, not storage admin. So I'm going to give you this one and continue. Um, Continue and done. So yeah, so this is it. This is it. So the next thing I'm going to do is so I'm going to click on the service account, this one that I just this one, this is the one, the automation. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to create a key. So I'm going to click on key, a private key. So create, add key, then create new key. I want it to be a JSON format, create. So it's going to create this key. So I think it's going to be under, unfortunately, the component key did not complete successfully. Installing, okay, let me see, failed to install. Oh, okay, so I think the problem is with the Google Cloud CLI. So why? Let me see, cancel. So let me just store the key here. Google, I'm just going to put a Google key and save it on the desktop. Save it on the desktop, Google key.json. See that? So let me go back. So why is that not SDK? It's not yet saved. So let me see why. Let me download again. Next, agree, next, install. So let's see if it's going to install again. So let's see, it's very, very important. So this might take a while, but yeah, I'm just going to pause the video and let's hope that everything works well. So, yeah. Okay, so it says Google Cloud CLI has been installed. So let me just click on next, finish. Okay, great. Okay, so thankfully that was installed. So you must sign in to continue. Would you like to sign in? Yes, I want to. Want to use another account. So there's going to be Allow, continue, allow. Okay, I'm now authenticated with Google Cloud CLI. Okay, so I'm just going to come back to my command prompt. Yeah, I'm going to come back to this one here. So what I'm going to do next is, since I already created the private key, so I'm going to run this command, right? I'm going to run this command, pip install upgrade Google Cloud storage, right? So let me just run this command, pip 3 install upgrade Google Cloud storage. Correct. So I think it should be dash dash for the upgrade. So let me see. Pip install Google Cloud storage. Okay. So basically what that command did was, so this goes to the Python public repository and download the Google Cloud storage libraries to my laptop so that, the Python code can use the library to run locally on my laptop. So the next thing I need to do is to switch to, where my where where my private key is. So I need to switch to that, and that's my desktop. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to my desktop and then copy the paths. So this is the path. So let me see, can I get a copy address? That's where the key is. This is the key right here. So I'm going to, so no, this is not it. Is this other one here? So, okay. So I need to delete, because I already have this part, C column user of A. So I'll just delete this C column user of OFESE slash. So I'm just going to delete this part. Yeah, because I already have that there, right? So I already have it here. So just going to delete this part. And I will hit enter. Okay. So now the next thing I'm going to do is that I need to kind of like, will I say, download the scripts, right? The Python scripts. So the name of the Python script is going to be called storage list, right? So copy and paste. Okay. So okay. So yeah, so everything works well, right? And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to now run the script, right? I'm going to run the script. And the way I'm going to run the script is I'm going to use, what's going on? So the way I'm going to run the script is I'm going to just use this command, Python storage, that's the name of the script, and that's called list.py. And the name of the key is Google key, right? .json. That's the name of the key. So let me check again just to confirm. So that's it right there. Google key. So it's a JSON. You see it's a JSON file. So Google key.json. So let me run that. I hope everything works well. Okay. So that's just it basically. So you see the buckets that I have there, right? So the name of the bucket that I have there on my Google Cloud account. Let me go back to my Google Cloud account. Let me go to cloud storage. So this is the bucket. So I have Ofe Shegun 1 to 3 and Shegun Ofe 1, right? So now I have it. I have the bucket here, right? So that means I was able to access my my Google Cloud, resources in my Google Cloud account from my laptop using a Python script, right? So that's just basically it. Okay.